Hello, I just want to do this quick little tutorial here to show you how to make this blanket that I made. I don't know if I can hold it up because it's so big. Or you can see the whole thing, but it's a big blanket. I don't know if I can hold it where you can see it all, but this is what I made. This big old blanket, and I was going to show you how to make this. I don't have a whole lot of room to show you all of it, and I'll try to show you as much as I can of it, but this is it. And it's made with, let's see, I got the thing here. It's made with this Bernat Pipsqueak stripes. It's from Yarn Inspirations. It's from Yarn Inspirations. I know it looks upside down to me, but hopefully you can see it. It's Bernat Pipsqueak yarn. I got it at Walmart. And it is a bulky 5. It's 100% polyester. And it is 284 yards. And it takes, depending on the size of blanket you want to make, the size I made took four of these cakes. They come in cakes. And it took 4 of those. But to make a baby blanket, it would only take about 3. It would only take about 3 of them to make a baby size blanket. But the one that I made, I used 4 of these of the Bernat Pipsqueak yarn. And I'm using, let me put this blanket over here so I can get off my lap. Ugh, gracious. Let's put it for now over there. But I'm going to show you how to make it. I made it just a square. You know how you, get my hair out of my mouth. I made a square and I just kept making it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because it was easier for me to do it that way. Because sometimes when I make them the other way, for some reason I either add loops or I take them away and I make it uneven. I hate that. I try not to do that. I made them before where I got them good. I got them perfect, but I really had to be careful with the stitch count. I had to keep counting the stitches because sometimes if you don't keep a count of them, you can get too many or not enough and you'll lose some and it comes out uneven. So you don't want to do that. I can try to get this on my hand so you can see what I'm doing. My phone is crazy, so hopefully you can see. I was just going to put it on my hands to show you, but I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to look through my phone and do it that way, but I'm going to try it this way. I don't know. Maybe I should do it that way. Well, nah. I can't do it that way now. I got my camera going. But I'll make a square, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I hope. I'll try to put it where you can see it, but I make my slip knot, and then I chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I make a, oops, this yarn sometimes it's hard to work with because it's fuzzy. So sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where your stitches are, but you just got to feel for them sometimes. You got to feel your hand for them in there. But then you make a loop, like a little circle, and then I chain 1, and then I go into the center of the circle, and I do, I can't remember how many single crochets I did. I think, let's see, 1, let's see, I'll do 12. Yeah, I think I did 12. 1, 2, it's been a while since I made that, so I'm trying to remember, but I believe it was 12. 2, 3. I don't know if you can see me. Hopefully you can. My phone's not the best, but I'm trying. Which was that? 3, 4. Oops. Let's see. I can get both of those. There we go. 4, 5, 6. Oops. Starting to slips away, I tell you. Slips off the hook if you don't watch it. How many is that? Now I done lost count. I do that sometimes. Let's see. 1, 2. You just gotta feel for them. Sometimes it's really hard with this yarn because it's fuzzy a little bit, so it's kind of hard to just see what you're doing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that was 7. 8, 9. Oops. Okay, 9, 10. Yeah, this stuff. So one thing I don't like sometimes about yarn like these on cakes, I can't pull this one from the middle. And I have to keep unwinding it. Let's see, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12. That'll make it good enough. Okay. 12 double crochets through the center of the ring, and then do a slip stitch to join it. Chain 1, and then, or actually, I'll chain 2 because I'm going to start doing the square. So I will do 2 double crochets in the first stitch I just slip stitched into to make that the first corner. 2 double crochets. Oops, slipped off my hook. I don't know how to fast forward these things or how other people do that, but I'll try to condense it a little bit because I don't know how to edit it like some people do where they fast forward it. I don't know how to do that yet, so I will try to make it as not as long as it's possible if I can anyway, because I know people don't like to watch real long videos, but I'll try to condense it a little bit and just give you the idea of how to do it. Let's see, and you just keep making the square bigger. I'll just put, oops, 2 double crochets in each stitch. Round, oh Lord, yeah, because it'll make it, let's see, turn it into a square. So that would be 1, let's see how many I do. I gotta keep track of them or I'll lose count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll make this the corner. So I'll put 2 double crochets in that one also. Okay, I already, yeah, that's 2. All right, and then chain 1, and then go into the next stitch and do, actually, what am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, that's 2 double crochets. I'm getting ahead of myself here, forgive me. See, I chain, okay, chain 1, and then do 2 more double crochets in the same stitch, because that makes the corner. Okay, forgive me, I got lost track of what I was doing. I forgot I was making a corner. So when you make a corner, in case that was confusing for you, I'll tell you what I just did. I put 2 double crochets, I chained 1 and then did 2 more double crochets all in the same stitch. And then I'm going to move over to the next stitch now and put a double crochet in it. I'll put 1 double crochet in each of these stitches until I get to the end to make another corner. The only thing I don't like about this yarn, I just want to give you the idea of how I'm doing. I won't make it too long because I know some people don't like real long videos and I don't know how to edit them to where they can get faster, but or not be so long. But just to give you an idea, and then okay, let's see, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, this will be a corner. So I'll put 2 double crochets in here, and then let's see, that's 1. Where's that 2? Yeah, I had 2. Okay, so chain 1, and then put 2 more double crochets all in the same stitch. Okay, oops. Like I said, it's hard to see your stitches sometimes with this yarn, but you just gotta feel for them. That's what I have to do, because otherwise I lose track. You have to feel for your stitches, but I love this yarn because it's so soft. It's so soft. It's 100% polyester. It's such a soft yarn. And it's not too hard to work with once you get used to it. When you get used to working with fuzzy yarn, it's not too hard to work with. But I'll put 1 double crochet in each of these stitches until I get to the end. And then I'll make another corner over here. Try to make this a square. Okay, I put 2 double crochets in this one. And then chain 1. Some people chain 2, but I like to chain 1 because it makes the space too wide for me. I don't know. Not that you can really tell with this yarn, but I like to just chain 1. Some people chain 2. And put 2 more double crochets in that same stitch. And then chain 1. and then go on to the next stitch and just keep going till you make your square, just to give you an idea of how you do it, of how you make it. Oops, almost slipped off there. And then when you get to the end over here, to where you started at, which I think I'm at already. You gotta watch with this yarn sometimes. You just slip stitch into this to connect the square together, and then you chain. Then I'll chain one and just keep on going around and around. But just to give you an idea of how you do it. Hopefully you can see that. But this will be the first, oops. The first corner, if I can get this thing hooked on my yarn, on my hook. Let's see. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I'll mention it now. I can't remember if I told you the size of my hook, but I'm using a 10mm hook because with this yarn it's easier to work with, for me anyway, with a bigger hook because it's fuzzy and it's easier. So I'm using a 10mm crochet hook. So I could put 2 double crochets in this first stitch and then chain one and put 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. I'm trying to hold it where you can see it, but I'm not too good with that. This camera of mine, this phone of mine, sometimes isn't good with focusing in on things, but hopefully you can tell what I'm doing. I'm hoping. Let's see, and then I go to the next stitch and just do it all over again, and then just do a double crochet, 1 double crochet in each stitch until I get to the other end where I made my other corner. And then I just keep going. Let's see, until I get to this corner over here. Oops. I get more yarn. That's the only thing about these things I don't like is because I can't pull this one from the middle because it just keeps going and going and going. There's like no end to it. And then I put a double crochet, and then this is that the corner? No, that's the corner. Okay. So this is the corner I started at. Usually you can tell the corners because they're bigger than the rest of it. The space is bigger. So you put 2 double crochets in there. Oops. Keep sliding off my hook. This yarn is so soft, it's so easy to slip off your hook. 2 double crochets in there. And then chain 1. And then put 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. And that makes your corner. Oops. Got that all twisted up. And then you just keep going. You gotta feel for your stitches sometimes, because sometimes you can lose them. But then you just start on the other row and just do 1 double crochet in each stitch across until you get to your other corner. Oops. Oh man, I did that wrong. I'm supposed to wrap it around. I was doing a single crochet. Do a double crochet in each stitch until you get to the other corner, and you just keep going until you get it the size you want, whether you're making a big blanket or a baby blanket. But like I said, with the bigger blanket, you would use 4 of these, and the smaller one for the baby size would be 3 cakes. And my Walmart sells these yarns. Actually, well, I went to a different Walmart because the Walmart I used to go to, the Super Walmart that I used to go to, don't have a very good selection of yarn anymore. So I go to a different one to get it because they got a better selection. But this is my other corner. So I'm going to put 2 double crochets in this. And then chain 1. And then put 2 more double crochets because that's, oops, that's the corner. But yeah, the other Walmart, the Super Walmart by me, doesn't have a very good selection of yarn. They used to, but now they don't. The other one does, so now I go to the other Walmart. But then you just start again on the row once you get your 2 double crochets, and you chain 1 and put 2 more double crochets. In that same stitch, you start your row again, and you just keep going until you get it the size that you want to. Like I was saying, I won't make it too long because I know that some people don't like long videos, but I just wanted to give you an idea and kind of give you a start on it so that you'd know how to make it. But once you get done with it, it is a pretty blanket. I'm telling you, it is soft. And I tell you, on cold days, and we don't have very many cold days here in Florida, of course, thank the Lord, we don't have snow or anything. But I'm telling you, if you live in a cold state where you get snow or, you know, really cold weather, this polyester yarn, believe it or not, it keeps you really warm. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I couldn't even keep it on me no more. I had to take it off because it was so hot. I'd get cold and then I'd get hot and I'd have to take it off, but it really does keep you warm. So if you live in a cold state, this would be the perfect blanket to make to keep you warm and toasty. Okay, I'm at the corner, so now I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, put 2 double crochets in there and then put 2 more. You just keep going and going, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how you do it. But it's one big square, and I just keep going and going until I get it the size I want it. But this is the size I got it now. Hopefully you can see and tell and follow along with me, all right? But this light will keep getting bright and dark and bright and dark. My phone, I tell you, I apologize for the lighting, but my lighting here is just crazy. It'll go light and dark, light and dark. This phone, I wish I could get a better phone or a better camera or something that the light wouldn't do that. But hopefully you were able to follow along with me, all right? As I was doing this, but I just want to give you an idea. But you just keep going and making your squares, you know, as big as the size that you want to make it. And it will be a good blanket for you to have and keep you warm, I tell you. But it is a 5 bulky weight yarn again, and it's 284 yards, I said? Yeah, 284 yards. But if you want to make a baby blanket, like I was saying, you get 4 of these. And then if you want a blanket for you, then no, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. If you want to make it for you, it's 4. But if you want to make it for a baby, then it's 3. Okay, I got it. I apologize. Long day. I've been going around today just doing all kinds of stuff, and it's just crazy. I've been cooking and cleaning and just doing all kinds of stuff. But hopefully you're able to follow along. Also, as you probably know, I'm doing a yarn giveaway. I won't go through all the details. I'll just put the link to the video in the description box of this video in case you haven't seen it. But I'm doing a yarn giveaway where I'm giving away 70 yarn, if I can talk right, 70 skeins of ice yarn. And I got it all boxed up. I didn't tape it closed yet, but I'm going to wait until the 10th. It is going on until the 10th of January. And then I will do a video and announce the winner. And I'm going to use the YouTube random comment picker because, you know, with all the entries that I'm getting, it's just going to be way too many to do any other way. So I think the best way is just let the YouTube random comment picker pick the winner. Like somebody suggested, and I thought about it, but I didn't know if it would, how big it was going to get, so I wasn't sure, but it's gotten pretty big. So I'm excited. This is my first giveaway, but I wanted to do something in the new year, you know, to give back and to help people that ain't able to purchase yarns. My glasses are all crooked. But they ain't able to purchase yarns, because I know sometimes yarn, actually, I mean, it seems that they cost a lot for the, if I can think of what I'm talking about. Okay, the shipping. The shipping is a little bit expensive for that ice yarn, but what I do to even it out is when the amount of yarn you order, I don't know if I can try to explain it where it sounds right, but what I do when I order it is I'll order like 6 packs. You know, I do like the 6-pack thing where I order 6 packs of it, and I know it seems expensive, but they're based in Turkey, so that's probably, you know, that's, you know, why the shipping is probably so much. Is because shipping, you know, from other countries is a lot more than it is from the States. They have to go through a lot more to ship their yarns and to, you know, process them and all that. It takes a little bit more than what it would in the States. So I can understand the price of the shipping, but I know a lot of people can't afford that. So I wanted to do something in this new year to give back and to help people out and to give them a good enough stash to make some good projects with. Because I don't like to do things in small, you know, I like to do things big. I like to make it big, so I was thinking about it, and I thought, you know, I need to make a giveaway that's big enough, you know, where people would have enough yarn to make a couple projects out of, or whatever they do with it, you know, whatever kind of projects you make. But I wanted to make it big enough where people would have enough to do that with. So I decided to make a 70 skein giveaway. But I'll put the link to that video in the description box of this video, so that in case you haven't seen it, you can view it and then enter if you want. They'll put the rules also in the description box. of the video, of this video, so that you'll know. Well, they're in that video, so once I linked it, then you'll be able to see all the rules and everything. I'll put the video in here so that you'll be able to see all the rules and everything. There's not many, just a few, but I will put all that information that you need to the yarn giveaway in the description box of this video. And I pray everybody has a blessed evening and a happy, blessed new year, because I am excited about this new year. I just can't believe it's already 2020. Man. You know, before we used to think 2020 was so far away, and here it is. Right at our doorstep. I mean, it was just amazing. It's just, I keep looking at those numbers, I'm like, man, 2020. We're in another century. So that's awesome. But I pray that everybody had a blessed New Year's, blessed and safe New Year's, and was able to spend it with your family and your friends and have a good time. But I pray that you were able to follow along with me enough to make you a blanket if you want to, or whatever else you want to make out of it, because I tell you, this yarn is it's just so soft. It's such a soft yarn. I love it. And I know a lot of people ain't used to working with those fuzzy yarns, and some of them can be kind of hard to work with, but this one's not too bad, because it's not, you know, that big fat kind where it's, you know, where you can't see things. It's not real fat, but it's a little fuzzy, as you can see. It's a little bit, but it's such a soft yarn. I just love this yarn. It's one of my favorite ones to make blankets and stuff with, because it's so soft and warm. You'll be amazed. I mean, you make a blanket with that and cover up with it, man, it will keep you warm for sure. I know it has me. But I just wanted to show you how to make it, because I was excited about it, and I've been wanting to do this video for some time. I just hadn't had the time to do it yet, but I wanted to do it, and I made up my mind I'm going to do it tonight. Because I wanted to show everybody how to make it, in case you wanted to make one for yourself or for somebody else as a gift, because it would be a good gift to give away. Even though Christmas already passed by, but still it would make a good gift for a birthday or whatever other, you know, gift that you want to give somebody, or gift it to yourself or whatever. But I pray you were able to follow along with me enough, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.